Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube.
On people, this is Influence. Today I got Mechanics Studio Sand Leopard, which is their Sandstorm, the triple changer. And this figure sucks. No. No. I mean, it has its charms, but we'll get into it. I don't like it a lot. It's the worst one out the three. I have their Octane and their Blitzwing, and they're way better than this. Now, granted, Sandstorm is not an easy character. I'm just waiting for a good. I saw the unique toys. I think one went up for pre-order, so it is coming out. I should order that because I don't know when this character is going to be made. I'm surprised it's made by this company, but it looks like they didn't put too much love into it. So, not to lose too much money if nobody bought it, because I don't know how many people was looking for Sandstorm. I think probably completionists like myself who want a representation of every character that means something to them. Not every single character, but most characters in season 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's just me. I don't know how many of me's. And here we are. It does come in this mode, except for this head is turned around. So if you want to get this head right, you can kind of move this body down and it'll pull this head up. Now I have the head that came with it, the second head, which is great. Not too many Legends figures come with accessories like that, but you can do that. You can turn the head around and then push it back up. You can even put the head in if you would like by flipping it around and then putting it all the way in, but then this space looks kind of empty. But I mean, does it matter that much? It's kind of like when Clark asked his cousin if it would matter if his metal plate, and he thought he was talking about his hair. So this for my Christmas Vacation fans, this is basically what that is. So you can see it's, I guess, resembles some type of buggy, kind of. Has windshields here, and that's it. These things store back here. They don't store great. I would recommend taking them off. As you can see, they're under there. That's how they store. There's just a peg on each one, and they peg together, and then they peg into that hole. So I'm going to take them off for now. I'm going to take this off too, just because you don't really need. So that's an accessory that comes with this guy. Let's move it along. You got the box, of course. Nothing spectacular, just a box. Got some artwork, well, actually real pictures, and some artwork on the front. Bottom, warning, Sand Leopard. So yes, you have a card that was bent in the box. Not too great of a stock, but it's not like paper. It's like a different, it's kind of plastic, but flimsy plastic. So it's just him and some of his no tech specs, just the obligatory stuff. You get you get a gun, of course, and you can peg this gun onto this car, which you can peg it on this side like that if you want the handle up, or you can peg it on this side down and the handle's pointing down. And there's that if you want that look. And you get a head. This is the head that comes on. It's more the robotic with the face plate, and the head I put on him is the more humanoid face. So shout out to Tardirum Hanger. I watched the transformation portion of his video. I know this guy came out a while ago. Well, not a long time ago, but it's been out and there's been a few videos, so I didn't use the instructions. That's one of the accessories that did come with this as well, even though I have no idea where it is. Let's get this transformed into helicopter. And really, I didn't need to use a video. I probably could have did this without it. But anyway, push this down, move this up, flip this in. and then flip that down like that, push that back up. Then you can move these in, and tab them together. Now you want to move this up, move this back, put this down like that. If you didn't take this stuff out, the stuff will be in here. This thing will be in there. So just take that out, and the two blades will be on this side. But I already took it out, so move it down like that. Now this, you want to move in. You can move these feet up first, then move this in and kind of encapsulate all of that. Like this should peg nicely in there. Then you can move this down and around, and don't peg it in yet. Move that down and around on that armature. Flip this little piece out, flip it down. It should kind of clip in. It's a little piece there that goes there. Clip that in. Now move this around, and you see that little hole. You can peg these in there. No, this one right here. This little piece right there that you can peg this in, I believe. I don't even know if that pegs there. Oh, there we go. That little pegs right there. I'm thinking it's that, but that'll peg right there. That doesn't touch. So yeah, again, it's this little peg right there that pegs into there, and that'll let you know you have the arms right. And there's these two little pieces right here that you can flip down, and then you can bring in this for the helicopter blades. You can flip this up for the rudder to finish it off. And then these blades you just stick into the slots. Gotta separate them first. Just stick them into these slots. They have these little arrows at the top right there, and you just push them in. I think they're just friction. They are kind of hard to get out when you're going to robot mode, but I will just show you. And here we go. And this is, of course, the more successful mode. Seems like it's always the more successful mode. Well, I only seen 2 versions, so this and the unique toys. But yeah, this moves. I guess you can still maybe slot this in here if you want and have it on the helicopter. And I don't think there's anything you can do with this besides that. So then let's go into robot mode. Now you pull this off. You can pull these out if you want to get them ready or something for the Doom buggy mode, but for robot mode you don't really need them. You can stick them in the back again, but pull this out of here. Like I said, they're hard. I don't know how long that's gonna hold up. It seems just to be friction. But flip this, kind of go back, pull this up, flip this up like that, and flip this together. You can move these arms out or just move them back just to get them out the way of stuff. You can push this up. Up like that. I should say move that out and then push this up like that. Move that down. And move this back out. You can move these pieces out too, because you move that out in order to get this to peg in. Do the same over here. I do like that they did that. That's one thing they did great. It pegs in to keep this out here. Then you can move this back up. Then you want to move that. They'll fall down while you're manipulating it, but whatever. Then you can kind of, the feet are where it's really pegged in together. And then you want to, let me see, pull this out of here. Yeah, I am doing something wrong. All right, pull this up first, or pull this up, move the head around, and then push it up. And as you push it up, make sure this body is pushed all the way up, so the head is up in there like that. Once that's up, it has to be all the way up so you can get this out of here like this. Then you can move this out. That's why it wasn't moving nowhere. And there's a little bar right here that swings out. And then you can swing this up as well. And then you can close this. There's a tab piece there that tabs on the front. And this piece tabs on the side here, kind of soft tabs. So just get that right. Then this kind of tabs there. Straighten all this stuff back out. Put the feet out. Try to get the heel spurs out. I hate the heel spurs. I hate the foot and how it moves around and all that stuff. You can move these arms up too, up to here. It kind of moves into this groove so they don't go nowhere. Just leave them like that so you can get this together. You can move this out. It's easier with the other leg already out. Move that up again. Move this up again. And close it. And kind of tab it together. Move these feet out. Not sure how the heel spurs go. I'm not sure if they go like this. Like where they kind of go like this is the best place to get them so they support. Because if not, it's not too supportive. Trying to get that together. Now with these hands, I do like what they did with the hands. You pull that out, accordion this out, and then you put this back in. Then the hands are just out. Push it out, accordion that, and then you just push this back in. Then the hands are where they need to be. You can move this down to get to the elbow. Move this down, get to the elbow. And here we are, Sandstorm in robot mode. Looks wise, it's super fine. It looks like Sandstorm. It looks like it should. Bring his gun in. It's just a peg system. And you can bring this stuff in if you want to store it. Just store that on the back. This goes here. It just stores on the back like it did in car mode. But as you can see, the stuff just falls off. And I don't like keeping it back here. So I'm not going to put it on there. I'm just showing you how it can go on there. And that's it. Because then it goes down farther than his waist. And he looks weird. So let's compare him to some other figures. Unfortunately, I don't have Blitzwing or Octane with me. They're actually at work on my desk. But here's a Mech Fans Toys Legends figure. Here's a Magic Squares Legends, couple Magic Square Legends figures. So you can see how he scales. I mean, he scales pretty well. I can't remember his scale. I really don't. I only remember seeing him like one time in the cartoon. I don't remember anything else, but there he is with some legends. I won't be going back because it is quite simple, and I don't think you would need it. I don't know, but I don't think it's worth doing a whole nother video, so we're going back in this video. So his arms, he has these shoulder pads that aren't, you can take them off, but they don't, it looks weird. So you can take them off and they come off really easy. Just pull them up like that. But it looks really unfinished if you do that. If you do that, you can get these all the way around. Even though you got to move them out the way of these tires. But like I said, I think it looks unfinished. I don't really like that. You can get the arm up to 90 degrees. You can get 90 degrees on the elbow. Get a bicep swivel. There. You can move these like this, whichever way you want. Like at first I thought it was supposed to be like that, but I think it's like this. Head is on a ball joint, so you can theoretically get everything you need. You can spin it around. You can go back up like that. You can go down. You can get side to some side, little bit of side to side, but you have to do whatever you want. You have to pull it out and then put it back in here to get the look on the side or whatever. It's hard to get in there, that's all. Hand goes down like that, down, and no spin around or nothing, so it's just fixed. Waist is blocked. No waist articulation. I mean, except for this. No ab crunch. I didn't realize it was blocked like that. I wonder if there's any way to get it any better. No, it's not. He does the splits a little, not much. Does forward and back hurdles. He does get that. These are kind of loose, not the best. Gets 90 degrees on the knee. That's it. You get thigh swivel at the top and at the joint. I think, yeah, it's at the joint and at the top split. So that's weird. And you can get the toe tilt all the way down, do the transformation, not really up any. You can get a rocker with the toe, and that's it. It's independent from the heel. Put that back, and then you can get the heel down and up, which does help with standing him up, but this all moves and it's hard to deal with. So again, in closing, let me see if I can get him in some type of pose. Little bit going on there, little something going on there. But in closing, like I said, I don't like him as an action figure, as a figure, period. But I mean, it does look the part, and there's no other character representation for Sandstorm, so I think that's where they come into play, where they are like kind of like what I said about X-Trans bots. If you've seen that video when I was talking about them, how they're making figures that nobody else is making, so they can kind of get away with doing whatever. And that's how I feel this figure is. I feel they cut a lot of corners. Again, you gotta mitigate your expectations. It's like 30 bucks, which, I mean, in the world of, I don't think this is worth, even though this is $30 and that's a cheap price for this type of collector item, I guess you can say. But I don't think it's worth more than a Hasbro figure for $30. Like, it doesn't feel like it's worth more. Like, say a Legends like this I pay for, I feel like it's worth more than a Hasbro figure, or worth the same amount as a Hasbro figure from Walmart. But probably more likely, like Magic Square's New Age figures. But this right here, I don't. I mean, it's all up to you. If you're looking for a representation of this character, this is it. I don't think we'll get too many more or any other ones. Maybe Magic Square or New Age will tackle it down the line, but it's probably who knows when. But if you're looking for like a good action figure, and this is a playable figure, like you can mess with it and just fool with it. But yeah, it's really not the greatest figure. All right, so thanks for watching this. And if my lighting's off, it looks off. I don't know what's going on. I've been messing with my lights. I'm trying to get things together, but it's not working out. So I will get up with you in another one, and I keep trying to dial it in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Peace.
Life ain't over. Life ain't over. Life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.